Oscar Golden Boy De La Hoya versus Juan Manuel Marquez, going out to Richard Castaway. Let's get into it. This fight is taking place at 140, junior welterweight division. In the way I see it, coming up from the lighter weights, Juan Manuel Marquez brings a speed advantage with him. He's a tremendous counterpuncher, has a tremendous left hook, throws great combinations, and is just a tough guy. The only disadvantages I see for Juan Manuel Marquez is the size and power disparity. Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy himself, he has quite a few advantages going into this fight, which include his power, his size, his strength, his jab, and his experience. He definitely has the better resume, in my opinion. Marquez definitely has better footwork than Oscar, and Oscar has a tendency to become fatigued in the later rounds, which could work in Marquez's favor. De La Hoya and Marquez have so much in common, which is why this is such a tremendous fight. Two of the best left hooks, both are volume punchers, both are boxer punchers. They can box as well as go to war. They both have fan-friendly styles, big hearts, and great chins. With all that being said, these two are basically the same fighter, but I just see the size, strength, and power of Oscar De La Hoya being the difference. So Oscar De La Hoya is going to score the stoppage in the later rounds. Those are my thoughts, and please let me know what you think. I absolutely, positively agree with what Shawn Porter said about Bud Crawford. And as far as Andre Ward's rebuttal, let's be real. Andre Ward is extremely biased towards Bud Crawford. And to be fair, that's to be expected. They're good friends. They both have the same mindset, and they pretty much have identical career paths. Nevertheless, Bud needs someone in his corner who can negotiate on his behalf, who can come to the table, and who can get it done, who can get Bud paid, and who can get Bud fighting. Because what Crawford is doing right now, it's not working. It's not getting him paid, and it's not getting him those big career-defining fights, which he desperately needs. Now, I can respect what Bud said about not wanting to fight for free. Who wants to do anything for free? But at the same time, he needs someone who can get it done, who can negotiate for him, and who can get him the proper pay for those big fights. That's just what needs to happen. No offense, Bud is a great fighter, but it's evident he's not a great businessman. He's not a great negotiator. And at this point in his career, it's pretty much wasted talent at this point. He's been extremely inactive. He hasn't had that career-defining fight, in my opinion. Just my opinion. He hasn't had that career-defining fight, and he just hasn't had that moment to where we've seen him have to dig deep. And so at this point, something needs to change, because right now it's going in the wrong direction for Bud. And he's not getting any younger, and time is getting away from him. A talent like Crawford's needs to be on display on a regular basis. So once again, I'm in agreement with Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter is entitled to his own opinion. Andre Ward is entitled to his own opinion. But at the end of the day, Bud needs that career-defining fight. He needs to start fighting on a regular basis. At this point, it needs to be more than once a year. And it's just time to get busy. It's time to get busy, and it's time to get fighting. And that's not going to happen without the right people. It's not going to happen without a negotiator, a businessman, a real manager. No offense. And so right now, that's what Bud needs so desperately, because it's just not happening for him. He's not getting those deals. We were so close to the fight of the century. We were so close. But because they couldn't reel it in, we were so close. So I'm doing my best not to put all the blame on Bud, and we really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But even without the Spence fight, Crawford should have had a career-defining fight a long time ago. Yes, the fight with Porter was good, but it was just something about it that wasn't career-defining. At this point, Crawford needs to be fighting fighters who are worthy of him and that are on his level. It's just as simple as that. So I don't know what it's going to take to get Crawford going. I'm disappointed in his upcoming fight. There's no way around that. It's just what it is. But I do hope he's successful in this sometime early next year. I'm not talking late next year. I'm talking early next year. He can get a Spence deal done. It needs to happen. The sport needs this. Forget all this talk about, well, I don't need Bud to define my legacy. I don't need Spence to define my legacy. That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk, because the sport needs this fight. The sport of boxing needs this fight. And it's what the fans want, and it's what we're demanding. So I'm not saying that Bud should roll over and fight for free. That's not what I'm saying. But get you a businessman. Get you someone who can negotiate on your behalf and give you the proper guidance, because it's just not happening. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. If you like the channel, please share, promote, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it.